Alright, so I'm going to put this video up for everybody with a Dodge Ram running check engine light code, OBD2 code 1740, the TCC overdrive performance solenoid code. Uh, doesn't seem like anybody really knows the answer to the problem aside from like the 6 different things it might be. Everybody that has videos on here, aside from the one other guy that went through all the different shit through the trans shops to get his problem fixed, everybody's doing like governor pressure solenoids, transducers. That is actually the only thing I haven't done. And I guess what the hell was it, Sunday? So for 4 days now, it's Christmas Eve 2015. I did it on Sunday, and I've cycled the truck way more than 3 times, and I have not got the code back. So I believe the problem is solved. All I did was, originally, let's see, when I first got the code, I changed the bridge, the overdrive solenoid and the 3/4 solenoid on the bridge, the full bridge. You have to drop the valve body to wrap the harness. That did not solve my problem. Then I changed the output speed sensor on the transmission. That did not solve the problem. I also, because my pumpkin was leaking, put this fucking thing on there, the goddamn, this piece of shit thing right here. This speed sensor, here's the piece of shit one that was leaking. That did not fix the problem. Then, everybody seems to change the TPS. So, I have an old throttle and shit from my 2500 that I had, and I had this nice TPS, which I put on hoping it would work, but the plug is bigger, if you can see that. Get the fuck out of the light. So I couldn't use that. I went out and I bought a new one. This thing here. And actually, let me get the fucking paper out. I told the woman what truck it was for, but the fucking directions say 4.7 liter Jeep. I mean, it works, but it doesn't say anything about a 5.9. It's a 4.7 liter. However, I put the one on that came with it. Here's the fucking part. I put this piece in. It worked a little better. It didn't fix it all the way though. My code didn't come back right, but my tach was still jumping when I was driving around. So, thinking, hey, if I'm touching things on here and it's fixing it before I start draining trans fluid, let's see what else I have. I had extra parts more. This idle air speed control or whatever the fuck it is that goes in the back. This is the one I took out. Let me stand this up right quick. I don't really want to do this for a long time. This thing I took out of the back of mine, and they normally, like, it should click, they click a little bit. But little did I know, this one's been sitting out since I lubed it. It goes like in and out, right? But look, this one's, look, it's even fucked up now. Now I can't get it back in. This one that came out was fucked up. There we go. So the spare one I had, I put on. Exact same numbers. Come on, camera. Exact same numbers except the AC. So I had the identical piece, or identical part, except mine didn't have the AC on the end, but the numbers were the same. It was off my 2500. It works just the same on this 1500 I have. Once I put this piece on Sunday, I've had like no problems at all with the truck. The code hasn't come back on. Nothing. At maybe 1600, it tends to jump a little sometimes at like a weird position when it's idling, like at highway speed. So I was thinking, I do have that map sensor to put in if I really wanted to, but I don't think that's doing anything. I was going to try on the throttle on my truck, lube this fucking hinge here, because I feel like maybe it's just, it's dirty as hell. I mean, this one, I have a busted stud in it from the intake that I had a guy trying to drill out for me, but if you look in these holes, I mean, even this one's pretty dirty, but it's a hell of a lot cleaner, see that gasket in there, than the one that's on my truck right now. So I don't know if there's just so much shit in it, that's why it's still kind of jumping a little bit, but the truck has not thrown the code again. So as far as I know, before you do anything inside the transmission, I would have never paid to have that overdrive and the 3/4 solenoid bridge changed. I would have never, I guess I'd still put the output speed sensor because it's only 20 bucks and it's really easy. It's on the outside. And before you get in the, start draining fluid, try these things. It was cheap, you know. This thing cost me like 50 bucks. This I had laying around, I imagine that's probably like $80. You know, before you go blowing 180 on those inner parts, you know, the governor pressure solenoid, buy this other cheaper shit. It's a lot easier to do, and for all you know, it might just solve the problem. Let's see here. I'll fire it up and let's cycle it once more and see. I'll cycle it again. Nothing. And also, my truck's got fucking mad mileage. I got 187 on that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's, you know, that original throttle body is probably a giant hunk of shit. So, but there you go. Try that shit first. Save yourself some money.